and Brownie.
The podcast.
Morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Wednesday. Good day for you, Jonathan. Your kids are back today
Absolutely.
to school.
Celebration last night, no doubt about it. We've got them off to school.
How do you celebrate?
Well, I'm going to have a few beers today to send off my old mate, Kevy Elms.
Yes.
It's his funeral today. So I think I'll just have a couple of beers just to enjoy it. And,
He was the old Brizzy trainer.
the old Brizzy Fitzroy Brisbane trainer.
He sounded like a great egg.
Absolutely. So that'll be a bit of fun.
Big, some good stories, John.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to a heap of these
You get to
stories.
see Pikey.
Pikey in the wild.
Magic.
Over in the north side of town.
Magic.
Beautiful. And Pikey's sort of home deck. He'll be wearing the home shorts. So it should be a good day.
Jimmie Zito. If you were listening to the show yesterday, he's basically a guy that's on Hamilton, but he's the swing role. So if anyone drops down in the whole musical of Hamilton, he could play up to 6 different characters.
I've never heard of anything like this. I didn't know it existed. I thought
Same.
every character had their own understudy.
Same.
He is incredible. And after 8 o'clock, I've got a surprise for Sam Pang. He doesn't know what it is. You guys don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm very excited.
Oh,
2
also,
hours to go.
that lady that's been sneaking into stuff.
Yes. Cara, I think her
Cara,
name
the
is.
gatecrasher.
We've got
Yeah.
her.
Absolutely, we've got her.
Whoa.
I escorted her into Shane Warne's memorial at the MCG.
Yeah, because she tricked you.
Well, I'm not sure she tricked me.
She tricked you.
She became an acquaintance. She warmed the cockles of my heart. I thought, what a lovely lady. I'm just going to lead her onto the MCG. Of
course.
Onto the green stuff. And Dino,
Yeah.
what about this? I tell you what, I'm going to
have we
start
got?
off jokes aren't funny today.
Please, now or later? Right now?
Now,
Go.
I need a better level than this. From the Herald Sun today.
Okay.
I've been summoned to appear in court next week. As I am a locksmith, apparently I am to be their key witness.
Oh, that stinks.
That makes me angry.
Oh, that's got...
I'm furious.
No, there's no laughing.
Well, there's a
about
low
that.
benchmark there.
Very low.
We must better that at 7:20, Dino.
We're talking WhatsApp next. If you've got any opinions about WhatsApp, please give us a call, 13 24 10.
Melbourne, good morning.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Look smarter these holidays.
With whatif.com, you can book everything for your trip all in one place.
Plus, select hotels are fully refundable. Booking cancellation windows apply.
Make up for missed holidays with What If. It's Aussie for travel. Check government advisories before booking and travelling.
Yeah.
I've got to talk to you about WhatsApp because I'm new to WhatsApp. New.
You've come to the right people because Brownie's podcast, we've got a WhatsApp group, haven't we, Dino?
It's lawless.
There's 500 people on it, Swanee, and
Do you want to give it a plug or you don't need to?
You can't get in
you
there
can't
now.
get in there. It's locked off.
Oh, can you do that?
There's
No, it's policy.
It's capacity.
Wow.
It's that capacity. We get so many requests. How do you get in the WhatsApp group? But Swanee, if you go, what do you reckon, 3 hours, Dino?
Yeah.
If you don't look at the feed in 3 hours, you're like, oh, I'm behind.
This is my point.
It's a secret society.
This is my point. So I feel like, I'll tell you, I'm part of a couple of WhatsApp groups. I'm new.
Yeah.
But one was MasterChef, Celebrity MasterChef WhatsApp group, so that we could all talk about, where we were and what time we were going to turn up and
Was
stuff.
Thorpe in it?
Yes, everyone was in it.
Yes.
And that was fine. I thought, oh, wow, this is a great service. This is very useful. The second WhatsApp group that I'm in is Big Brother 2003 reunion.
Come on.
I knew Jack just said I love that.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Okay, so this was started by Claire, who I don't expect anybody to remember anyone I'm talking about.
Okay.
But this is a group for participants in Big Brother 3rd season 2003.
Specifically.
No.
No one from O2 can creep in.
No, because Claire, one of the housemates, is organising a reunion for next year because it's our 20th
Really?
anniversary.
Jeez.
So she's tracked down everybody's numbers. There's quite a few of us. And, everyone was excited to be in contact again because a lot of us haven't seen each other since, the finale, 20 years.
Yeah.
My God. I went for a walk. I came back, there were 43 missed messages. This morning I woke up, I've missed 31
Overnight.
overnight.
Time
now,
you go to bed.
not late enough to earn 31 messages.
Really?
And I love these people. These are, important people to me.
Yeah.
But I can't manage that level of communication and interaction. I don't know what to do about it. And I feel like there's different rules on WhatsApp. That wouldn't happen on text messages, would it?
No.
There's something lawless about WhatsApp where people, respond to every little thing.
They spew their inner thoughts out, Swanee, on WhatsApp.
And then 20 people respond to that. And then 20 people respond to that. And then 20. And then all of a sudden,
It's a pile-on.
you've got to mute. It's a pile-on. It's a good-natured pile-on.
Yes.
But I can't manage it. And I want to know, are you in any WhatsApp groups? And I want the title when you call, 132410. MasterChef 2021 was one for me.
Yeah.
Who's the most prolific on it? Is Hot Dogs in there? Or Saxon?
Wrong year.
Reggie?
Wrong year. Reggie's there.
Has she been prolific on it?
They all
It's like a
are.
machine gun.
And it's lovely. It's good-natured because everyone's excited to be talking to each other again. But I want to send a message that says, guys, why don't we just
Slow down
a bit?
Don't do that. Do not do that.
Or we'll have nothing to talk about at the reunion.
Do not do that, because then you'll be seen as like a Grinch. It's what WhatsApp is. Don't
do that. Don't try and dampen.
It's a blanket. Don't do that.
Well, thank you for that tip because I was going to. 132410, what WhatsApp groups have you found yourself in and can you handle it? 132410, give us a call.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Can I just share with
Yeah,
you
of course.
the amount of threads I'm in?
Of course.
I got Crypto Chums, Horror Appreciation Squad, It's Christmas Bitch, Lotto Winners, Drunk Blokes and Slosh Sheelers,
Yes.
Hot Yak Summer, City Dwellers, Golf Sister Act Bits of Songs, and Brownie's Podcast. They're just a few of the damn groups.
Can I just say to you, Swanee,
Give me
you're
your
talking about
titles.
podcasts. Well, we've got Brownie's podcast. I've got a lot of different ones. But since we mentioned our WhatsApp group, which just goes crazy, Swanee,
Yeah.
we've now had 6 messages since you threw it out. First one, this from Roy, 6:12 a.m. Brownie's podcast gets a mention on Nova. It's better than Brownie's locksmith joke. And then it continues to go. And then the next one said, P.S. Dino Thomas stinks.
Horseplay!
I don't understand WhatsApp. If you're only tuning in, I am part of a new WhatsApp group. Someone from Big Brother 3 is organising a 20-year reunion, which is next year, which I'm very excited about. But my God, the WhatsApp group goes off. 31 missed messages overnight. Overnight.
Anxiety.
I don't know what to do about it. Kirsty from Cranman. Are you in a WhatsApp group that's out of control? Kirsty.
Kirsty!
I can't hear us. Let's go to Trent.
Trent, you there, bro?
Morning all. How are we?
Trent, are you feeling my anxiety about this WhatsApp group?
Look, admittedly, I used to until I switched that part of my brain off. Excuse me. I used to have I'm just looking at it now. It's all pretty quiet in there at the moment, but the family chat, I did get a few racked up like you did, but when I started hitting over the 100 mark, I thought, let's see how high I can get this. And it got up to a 300 or 400, and then I accidentally went into it and lost it all. So I reset it to 0, which I was kicking myself about, and then thought, righto, got another couple, got past the 400, got past the 500. Turns out WhatsApp tops out at 999 plus.
Wow!
Okay, so if I just go off for a week,
Yeah.
there'll be 1,000 messages or close to, and then it stops dinging?
It doesn't tell you past 1,000, but there is ways to archive and things like that. But I just like the little tally there saying how many numbers can I get next to
Impressive,
it.
Trent. That is impressive.
Trent, I'm
Take the
going
rest of the morning off,
to
Trent.
give you a $250 What If voucher. What if you took the jet ski to the seaplane to the brekkie buffet? It's time to make up for missed holidays. Visit whatif.com. What if it's Aussie for travel?
Leon from Ballarat, from the Great Rat. Leon.
G'day, guys.
G'day, mate.
Yes.
Tell us, Leon, what's your vibe on WhatsApp?
I'm team manager for a couple of junior sports basketball teams, and it is absolutely off the rails. So you get to about Thursday afternoon, you put a game time up there, and all of a sudden the pings start, and you've got parents going off their head saying, I thought it was this time, and then the next one, I thought it was that time, and then someone goes, we won't be there in 3 weeks because we're on holidays, which has got nothing to do with the game time at all. It's like telling you on holidays. And, mate, absolute...
I agree. It can wreck your week. I'm in one of those. The under 13 girls. Honestly, just the shit that gets spewed out there, Swanee.
Why are we doing
They need to be disbarred. They need to be barred from WhatsApp.
Why are we doing it to ourselves?
Well, if people, if you just want to skip them all, you can just see if you've been mentioned and go straight to that.
Oh,
It says a little at.
it's all about you.
Really?
Yeah, if you miss anything, okay, skip it.
Do you think we're just so desperate for communication that this is what we're doing? Pick up the phone and call someone, for God's sake.
If someone calls me, I'm not picking that shit up.
Really? I do now. That's me
Yuck.
living dangerously. I love it.
No one
And
calls
guess
anymore.
what else? I call people.
Oh, God.
I make a phone call.
Anyone answer?
Not really, no.
Do you do it from the car? Because if someone rings me from the car, I know they're doing it just because they're bored in the car and it gives me the shits.
No, I do it. That's not why we do it. We do it because that's the only quiet time we have. Yeah, that's not
You got
true.
full attention.
Oh.
Apart from, on the road.
So what you're saying to me vis-a-vis WhatsApp is I can't go in and say, because what I really want to say is this. No, I don't want to say shut the F up. I'm so happy with them. But what I want to know is a date and a venue. That's what I want to know. I want to know when the reunion is and where it's going to be, and I will see you there. But I can't say that, can I? Because that's being a killjoy.
Yeah.
We'll allow that if you just give us one little bit of information.
Yeah.
Who's the most annoying person on that WhatsApp group?
Annoying as in... No one's annoying. It's just that they're all excited and they're talking to
Who's
each
the
other.
most prolific then?
Yeah, that's it. Well said, John.
Come on, is it Thorpey on that one or the other one? Are we talking about the Big Brother one?
Yeah, the Big Brother one.
Reggie?
Sorry, I can't play. No, they're all the same.
Fair enough.
They're all the same.
Gretel's just wrecking it for everyone.
Leon, 6 bottles of wine from Zonzo Estate. It's in the heart of the Yarra Valley, and it's authentic Italian cuisine paired with a perfect drop.
Shout out to the 15 Brownies podcast messages we've had in this last 3 minutes of this
What a
talk break.
pain in the ass.
I stink.
Ever wanted to offer the team some direct feedback? Well, you can. Shoot us an email at breakfast@nova100.com.au to be part of Chrissie, Sam and Brownie's mailbag.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
What a great theme tune.
Peter and Geelong, very easy game we're about to play. It's all about if you have the ability to Donald Trump it. And by that I mean spew garbage for 30
Just go for it.
Yeah, for 30 seconds straight. We got to be real strict about the no ums or no ahs. Now,
All right.
the tricky bit is the topic today we give you with seconds to go. The federal election's on. When is it?
Oh, no, 21st of May. You're not going to get him to talk about that.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Your topic is the federal election. 30 seconds without saying or ah.
It's very hard.
Are you ready, Pete?
Yeah. All right, let's give it a go.
Let's go.
Would you believe that the Liberal Party has launched the slogan, "It would not be easy for Albanese"? You'd think this is almost like a Kevin 07 move, and they'll actually make this work. I don't know what they're planning to do, but it's kind of sold it to the people that I've talked to recently, and I think maybe Labor needs to do something to counteract that.
You're doing so well.
Peter, that was so good. Surely we have to give him the
I thought I was
prize.
there.
I'll give him some stuff.
Oh, Pete, that was unbelievable.
Pete, can you just run us through the Albanese line one more
Yeah,
time?
do you have a suggestion?
Well, I mean, I don't have anything for ScoMo, but ain't easy for Albanese. That's going to be pretty good.
I hadn't heard that one.
I haven't heard it either, Pete.
Did you get too confident, Pete? Was that it?
I did. I went too hard. I thought I knew everything and then lost it.
It's like you lit up a smoke halfway through sex.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting till the end.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Good morning, Melbourne. Hope you're well. It is Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100. We don't like to get serious, but there's been a serious crime.
One of life's great crimes, Dino. I'm going to take you down to the Warrnambool Racecourse because, of course, my hometown, Swanee, preparing for its biggest week next year. Schoolies for adults.
Yes.
The 3-day May Race Carnival. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And if you're lucky enough to be there, you will see the far lap of the bush. Bit of a lad running.
Whoa.
The great warrior, the great champion, the man that's lifted most of us out of poverty.
Yeah.
That is a big claim. Lifted most of us out of poverty.
Yeah. The Robin Hood of horses.
Yes, he is.
Well, that's a policy, isn't it? No idiot footballer will be living in poverty by the year 2022.
Absolutely.
Is that right?
But we're bearing the lead because the big story, Swanee, is 60 slabs of our finest beer has been stolen from the racecourse. 60 slabs, so a big shipping container, Swanee, sitting out the back of the catering facility there. 60 slabs.
Party at Spano!
Spano, you legend! You stole all the beer!
Great Northerns, Carlton Dry, and Mother's Milk, Carlton Draft.
Oh, God.
60 slabs of it gone. The thieves have slipped in under the cover of darkness and nabbed it all, Swanee. That's a big take, 60 slabs. That would have taken a fair while. They would have backed the Hilux up, I'm sure.
How did you
And knocked it off.
How did you fit it in your garage?
Jonathan. I know. Well,
Bam.
I've had to siphon it out. Now, the reason this got my attention, Christine Swan, it's unbelievable. What about the amount of beer we drink down there? Tom O'Connor, the CEO, said it's only a small portion of beers to what we put out there in the carnival.
Wow.
It's a big 3-day Swanee Warrnambool. And we're going to go down there at some stage, aren't we?
I'd love to.
We're going to go down there, Swanee. I know you love Warrnambool. It's just a great week. It's a party week. But the reason I bring this story to your attention, because this had a familiar ring to it. I thought, our man across the table here, across the desk, he's involved himself in this sort of criminal behaviour previously.
Dean Thomas.
The year was 2001. I was at the Perth Gloucester races.
Gloucester Park. This is not the proper horse race. This is the trot, Swanee.
Yeah, well, they don't even run fast.
Do they have little harnesses on their
little
back?
harnesses
Little
on.
cars.
The fat men. The fat man is the jockey.
Year 11. I was 16. My mate Tyrone saw that a cool room had been left open. So 4 of us systematically walked into that cool room.
Of course.
And stole a carton of Teds each. Remember Teds, man?
Teds, I don't know.
Tooheys Extra
Cheryl
Dry.
beer.
They had the
Terrible
ad
beer.
with the tongue that steals the beer.
Yeah.
Anyway, we walk up the hill of the back where the cemetery is, behind the racecourse.
Yes.
And one by one get over that fence with the Teds. But I was the last one to get over the fence.
That's right.
And then the son of a bitch fence was one of those iron ones with big rods. And as I jumped, it caught the bottom of my jeans. So the first thing that hit the ground was my elbow. So in my year 11 school formal, I'm wearing a harness on my arm because I fractured my elbow.
That is fantastic. What a story. And also, no regrets.
No regret.
Chrissie, Sam, and Brownie.
The podcast.
Morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Wednesday. And my God, it feels like a million years since we've seen him. Samuel Socrates Pang.
Good morning,
Here he
everyone.
is. It's great to see you. Well, it's been a week. Almost.
Well, you know.
Today, Wednesday,
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you were you were parenting yesterday. How's that feel?
Yeah.
Weird, I bet.
Overrated.
Oh, mate. It really is.
Did you play
If you had to-
Did you play getting to know you games to kick the morning off?
Who am I?
It's always a good sign to get.
Who am I?
Guess who?
Dad.
We're going to play Guess Who. She goes, I'll get the board and do that. No. Look at Guess Who.
Look at me and guess who I am.
I think more parents and kids should wear name tags, don't you reckon? You know what I mean?
I agree.
I can't believe I've missed you all, but I've missed Max Gorn yesterday.
Yeah.
I missed Tony Martin yesterday.
Yeah, Tuesday's a bad day not to come
Good
in.
day, Tuesday. And then there's today, which we got what? Jokes
Jokes
aren't
aren't
funny,
funny.
and
No, we got the dude from Hamilton who fills in for 6 different people.
that's exciting.
And you know why?
Why?
It's my question's made for him.
How do you remember your lines?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
He's got to remember everyone's lines.
How do you remember so many lines? I just want to say I'm glad to see you back, and it's totally fine that your child's still in the car park. It's no problem.
Oh, the windows are down.
Yeah, the windows are down, and there's a packet of burger rings in there.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Over 100. Pang is back in his chair.
It does feel like it's been a long time. And then even last week, there was a 2 or 3 days because we had the big break. And
Yeah.
missed you guys.
I missed you too.
You know, during the big break, the 2-week break, you know that Will Smith got his punishment. You know that, don't you? He was
10 years suspension.
He got 10 years. He got one year for the slap and 9 for Wild Wild West.
How bad was that?
This song though is good. It's a good song.
Isn't it a total rip-off of a Stevie Wonder riff?
Feels like it, doesn't it?
They don't mind.
Madman lost his damn mind.
Yeah, what about the movie, though?
Yeah, it sucked.
Well, the movie was a stinker.
Wild West shocker.
Oh, boy.
See where Jim Carrey came out and said he would sue Will Smith.
Yeah.
He would just sue him for, was it like a $200 million?
I like Jim Carrey. I wouldn't, not because he said he would sue, but I like the cut of his jib. He feels enlightened.
Al Pacino celebrated his 82nd birthday.
Oh.
82.
Fair knock.
Yeah,
Is he all right?
he's 82. He celebrated with his girlfriend, Noor Al-Falah, who is, how old's 82-year-old Al Pacino's girlfriend?
No,
34.
older than 40.
Lower.
Whoa.
28.
Correct.
Whoa.
Mate, his colostomy bag would be older than that, by the way. He'd have a tie older than that, wouldn't he? He'd have a tie older than his
Definitely have a
girlfriend.
tie.
You've got bottles of wine older than her.
Yes. It's harder when you do the math on that.
My favourite Al Pacino. No, it's the bad maths.
It's not good.
50,
It's not good for the
it's
mind.
54 years difference for me.
Wow.
Celebrate my favourite Al Pacino quote: "The camera can film my face, but until you capture my soul, you don't have a movie." I say the same thing to Tommy Gleisner and have him paying attention. Listen, you can get my face, get the buzzer, but until you capture my soul, we don't have a show. And then he ignores me.
When's Pacino, when did it become a thing that he's so over-enthusiastic in some scenes? Like Scarface, Any Given Sunday.
That's sort of his
Godfather.
thing, isn't
That's
it?
his stick. Was that his shtick all
Loses
the way
his mind,
through? Or did he lose his mind in one of the Godfathers and then thought, oh, no, this works?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then The Godfather, he played it small, right? And then something happened where he started just getting big and then just stayed big.
Doing it all the time. Yeah. Vincent Hanna, he probably does it the most.
In Heat. Robbie Williams, he snuck into Melbourne, I saw.
Yeah, he's
I don't
here.
know where he is.
We were
He's in a
talking about it.
presenter.
We were talking about it yesterday,
yeah.
and we encouraged Brownie to reach out to Robbie and ask him for a round of golf. Robbie would love that.
Go to the capital.
Have you done it?
Yes,
You're mates, aren't you?
He's in we sussed out yesterday. He's in a production bubble. That's why he hasn't left, because of the threat of COVID, Swanee. Everything gets shut down. So
Fair enough.
he's not mixing with anyone.
COVID's
'cause
behind us. Play golf, Robbie.
The problem is, that, if he gets it though, then the concerts get shut down on Saturday and Sunday night.
I have it on very good authority that on Saturday night he was hiding in the audience of Best on Ground.
Is that right? Well, because there was so many there, so it's hard to
it's
find
like he was
him.
in plain sight. Actually, he was hiding on the set.
Yes.
Hey,
It was
what about-
a good audience too. We got a good
Mate.
got a warm up man, Benny Lomas.
the best.
And what was the motivation for that comment, Sam?
I'm just saying, I like the show. It's a good show.
Imagine if that hot Russell Robertson, is that his name?
Yeah, the band.
Imagine if he got sick and Robbie stood in.
Sam's not punching down, is he?
No.
Whoa!
What are you talking about?
He'd never be accused of punching down.
You know,
would he, Christo?
my favourite part of Best on Ground was it last week or the week before, where at the end you asked the band what they were doing? Russell Robinson had a wedding, and Phil Sobrano, he said, "I'm just going to have a week off."
I know.
Off from what? That's my question. What else is he doing?
It seemed. I'm not sure about that question to the band at the end when Russell Robinson says, "Yeah, I'm just playing at a mate's wedding." It seems very exclusive.
Hey,
You know,
can I-
I'm playing at the ESPY.
No,
grab tickets.
mate's
This
wedding.
way, a mate's wedding, which none of the viewers or the audience can come to.
Can I ask a serious question? You know, when you were playing your playing days, did you have the Anzac Day? Was the Anzac Day game part of your?
I played an Anzac Day game in New Zealand against St Kilda.
Right.
It was the later game. So Essendon and Collingwood was first.
Yep.
And then that was the later game in New Zealand.
Any tips? Any tips for anyone who ever has to stand there while the bugler's on with the last post? Any tips, or is there just one thing you should do, Branny?
Well, don't get built up too much.
But also,
don't go try and death stare your opponents, because that'll soon get tiresome after 15 minutes of death staring your opponent across field, and then you'll have no juice when the game
in
starts.
terms of being respectful to the song, would just stand there silently? Would have thought.
Stand there silently, pay attention, and then if the national anthem starts, you can sing along.
Right.
But don't try the New Zealand national anthem, because you'll cock that up unless you've got New Zealand heritage.
During the when the bugler's on those, Swanee, which is a beautiful number, you know what I mean? It's haunting and it's amazing, especially when they nail it. But it's just you just got to stand there and,
That's right.
and take it all in. There's in the NRL, Swanee, the Canberra forward Corey Horsburgh has had to issue an apology after a disrespectful act during the last post. He was caught chewing gum and blowing bubbles as the bugler played at Panthers Stadium. Now, like I said, our Prime Minister got caught texting during the ceremony. Mate, just when the bugler's on, you just stand there silently and listen to the bugler.
In fairness to it, though.
15 minutes is a long time.
It's like the bugle doesn't go for
but every time the bugler plays, you do sort of think to yourself, how would I play that? So maybe with the chewing gum, maybe he was doing his own impression of the bugler, just saying, how does this work with the mouth, and just...
Wow, that is a
How are
very
you defending
tenuous
it?
defense.
I'll say this as someone who's just a viewer. I just want to watch the telly and just listen to the bugler. I don't want Corey Horsburgh chewing gum.
The blowing of the bubble was the worst.
So blowing it, you can't blow bubbles. You can probably chew.
Would have been great if he blew bubbles in tune or in time with the bugle. I think that's a pass.
That's the only one you can do it. If you do it in tune, you can do it. Fair enough?
Yes.
Well done to the buglers too, because I'd argue there's no more pressurised situation.
Hey, this is the best bit of the last post, by the way. His little dance.
I don't know how they do it.
I love that.
It's so impressive.
Yeah, it is.
It's the best part.
There was no cock-ups this weekend either. They
No,
were all magnificent.
they were all
Didn't
good.
see one.
Next, jokes aren't funny. You could win a car. Call now. 13 24 10.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Win a brand new Mitsubishi Mirage just by hearing one noise. It's back. Sam Pang's Jokes Aren't Funny.
Yes, it is. We're going to give away the car today. Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Are we? Debbie from West Footscray. Debbie.
Good morning, my friends. How are you all?
I feel like it's
G'day,
forever
Deb.
since we've spoken to you. What are you wearing, Deb?
I'm actually wearing a dressing gown at the moment, Chrissie. Very attractive.
What colour is it? Is it grey?
No, it's actually white with pink and purple spots.
Wow, I didn't get that. Hey, what's happened to
Sexy,
Mr. Chrissie?
Debbie.
What's happened to
Nothing.
what, sorry?
Nothing. All right, Deb, let's go
All right.
for it.
What's your joke?
Okay. There's two statues in a park. And all of a sudden this magician walks past and he goes, He looked, he goes, abracadabra, colours-a-boo. And all of a sudden, the statues were alive, male and female. They looked at each other. He goes, off you go, run into the bushes and have some fun. So the magician's standing there. The bushes are rustling. There's all this noise, giggling, laughing, moaning coming from the bushes. All of a sudden, the two statues come back and the magician goes, what are you doing? He goes, you've still got another, 5 minutes. He goes, go back, have some fun. And the man statue looked at the woman statue and said, okay, darling, let's go back into the bushes. He said, but this time you hold the pigeon and I'll shit on it.
Yeah, magnificent.
Magnificent.
Deb.
I like it.
was a stinker.
Now, someone explain that.
No, I think
No?
we'll.
All right.
I've got
Okay.
that was great.
Well done, Debbie. Well
by
told.
Deb.
Yeah, great execution.
And I've never heard it.
Yeah, I haven't heard
Hadn't you ever heard it? I bet you Sam has, though.
Yes, but that's it was well told though, Deb. It was really
Was it? I did that just for you, Sam.
well. I'm glad that Olivia, who's the next caller, would have been on the line and she heard that.
How old's Olivia?
I think she's 8 according to the screen. So there you go, Deb. That's your legacy for today. You told that joke basically to an 8-year-old child.
Hey, come on.
Ah, good on you, Deb.
Thanks,
What
Sam.
colour was that dressing gown again?
White with pink and purple spots. And Dino, I'm missing you so much.
I love
Come
you,
round
Dino.
and visit me again.
I will, mate. You
With
sell the house?
Brodie. I love you
It
guys.
was a
Come
fun
round.
day. It was a fun day. We'll put the keys in the box. Olivia's on the phone. Olivia.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Olivia. Hey, is it true? How old are you?
I'm 8 years old.
8 years old. Isn't that beautiful? And
she's a different joke to Debbie, I would have thought.
You reckon?
We'll see.
You're like, are you good at telling jokes? Do your friends think you're funny, Olivia?
Yeah.
All right, then. All right, what's your joke?
Go for it, Olivia.
What do you call a caveman's fart?
What do you call a caveman's fart?
A blast from the past.
It's very good, Olivia. I love that.
Boo!
No,
exactly.
No, it's
That
a good
is
joke,
so
Liv. Good
great.
joke. We'll give you a prize, Liv.
We're going to give you a prize.
IMAX?
Yes, IMAX. Amazing.
You're off to the IMAX. IMAX Melbourne, home of the world's biggest screen, Olivia.
Thank you.
That is a great prize. Enjoy school today, my girl.
Bye.
Bye,
darling.
Olivia.
Taylor from Kilsyth. Hello, Taylor.
Taylor.
Tay-Tay. Taylor.
Taylor, you got to say hello now. Gone. Troy in Church.
Oh, that was quick. Wow.
Troy boy.
How you going, guys?
G'day, mate.
So this one's probably more directed at Pangy's life in general. What does a robot and a one-night stand have in common?
What does a robot and a one-night stand have in common?
Nuts and bolts.
Sold.
Nuts and bolts.
Sold.
Yeah.
I would rather be listening to the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial at the moment right now. This has been tough today,
That was
Swanee.
a debacle.
Good on you,
on a bed is pretty funny.
Troy. You had it.
Is it?
You had it.
Well done, Troy.
No, that's a good effort. You got a prize for Troy?
Troy, you could win
Send him
first.
to IMAX with the
All right, sure.
the kid.
You're off to IMAX, mate. It's home of the biggest screen in the Southern Hemisphere.
Thanks, guys.
Good on you, Troy.
Well, that was terrible.
About 6
Here's
years
Johnny
ago.
Depp.
Nova.
Chrissie Swan, Sam Pang, and Jonathan Brown.
Chrissie's Celebrity Stuff.
Carl Stefanovic, or Stefanovic, which I like to call him occasionally, addresses the rumour that he's leaving the Today Show that we talked about yesterday, and I have great shame because it turns out it's not even true, and I hate that.
Did his agent go, we need to talk about you a bit more, let's put a story
I
out
don't
there?
know. I don't know how these things work, but it disappoints me when I believe things. He was asked by 3AW's Neil Mitchell if the rumours were true. Have a listen.
I'll read you our text exchange this morning. I'm sure he won't mind. Me to Carl. You can tell Uncle Neil, are you quitting today? Reply, no way, absolutely bullshit.
I love how Neil Mitchell tables it with, you can tell Uncle Neil, and then proceeds to read the entire text message to all his listeners. I just think that's funny. So there you go. It's rubbish.
Yeah, fair enough.
End of story.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
Jimmie Jeter. You may have seen him in Hamilton, the theatre show, as Alexander Hamilton, Aaron Burr, Thomas Jefferson, and of course George Washington.
Come on.
Oh, that's right. He can play all the roles. He's that talented. Make sure you see Hamilton at Her Majesty's Theatre until August. Tickets at hamiltonmusical.com.au. Here's JJ.
Jimmy, what a thrill.
Wow. Can you guys, come to all of my auditions and play that?
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, we can.
That's
We
so
can.
amazing.
I
Thank
am
you.
blown away. I always thought that one character from a musical had an understudy, one understudy,
Yeah.
and then if something happened to that main character, the understudy was able to come in.
Yeah.
You know the whole play.
Oh, my God.
Almost.
Yes. It's the wildest thing. Well, back in the day, that's how it was. Every main actor had their one person.
Their own person.
But then they were like, let's just pay one person to do all the things. It's
But that
insane.
seems an insurmountable task. It's such a huge show and unbelievable. I was there at opening night. I think we all were. It was magical.
How many roles are you understudy for?
6.
Jesus!
So
Six?
now, like
6.
Swanee said in the old days when it's just one for one, you'd have to, if your guy had a kind of healthy, clean run, then you wouldn't even. How often are you finding yourself as part of the production night to night?
Well, it depends. Well, I'm at the theater every day. In case anything happens, someone breaks an ankle or whatever,
Yeah.
Luckily, none of that has happened,
Gets pushed
which is
down
great.
some stairs.
Yeah, things happen.
Cops an ice skate to the knee.
That's wild. But yeah, so I'm there every day. But like last week, sometimes you have weeks where you're on every day or where you're not on for like 2 weeks.
With COVID floating around, there'd be people missing from time to time.
Sometimes that happens. You know what I mean? Sometimes people have colds and all those things, and you go on. Like last week, I was on every week every day for Lafayette. So and then I was on last Saturday for Hamilton. And sometimes you do like a Hamilton Burr in one day. It's insane.
Well, what is your favourite when they say, hey, you're going to have to be this guy? What's your favourite
Okay,
role?
right now, I feel like it changes. Right now, I'd say Lafayette.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. There's something about, you've seen it. He's insane.
Yeah.
He just kind of says what he wants, does what he wants. And I feel like one of my favorite comedians is Cat Williams.
Yeah.
And I just, oh my God, you would love Cat Williams.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah, oh my God, he's great. Okay. So like my Lafayette is sort of like him a little bit. Okay. So I just kind of, get in all the trouble I can.
Do you have a favourite song from the musical?
Wait for it.
Yes, that's my favourite too. Oh my God.
It's the best. It's the best.
But then you have to be Burr to sing that, don't you?
Yeah.
Jimmie, you can do whatever you want.
So
you can do whatever you want.
Well, you get flown around the world. Like, is Hamilton only on in Melbourne at the moment?
No, so we're on in Melbourne, and we're all the tours that were in America are back. Mm-hmm. Then we have the show in New York. There's one in London. I think there's other things happening too. I'm not sure. I mean, it's everywhere.
So would you ever get called in? Sorry, Sam. Would you ever get called in? As I was saying to the boys, you are the Swiss Army knife of Hamilton.
That's wild. I like that.
Do you ever get flown in?
No, but I would love that though. That would be amazing to like go and do it in London for a little bit and then fly to like, one of the tours in like, Idaho or something.
You did it in New York, and you played Hamilton in New York.
It was the best experience I've ever had doing theater. It was insane.
And who were some of the notables that were visiting the production?
Okay, probably one of the coolest was I met Pink. It was incredible. She's incredible.
Yeah.
She brought her daughter, and I was playing Burr that night. And she came through like, an intermission, and we were, meeting her. And so like the second act, I was the most nervous I'd ever been in my life. I'm like, it's Pink, and she's hearing me sing. Like, you know what I mean? It's insane.
You're on stage. Can you just see Pink in the front row there?
Honestly, I mean, this is a boring response, but like I work my show to where I don't look at people once, in the show.
Professional.
I know myself, man, because then I'd be like, hey. They have to fire me. You know what I mean? It's insane.
Jimmie, is there a Hamilton WhatsApp thread, and is Lin-Manuel Miranda in it?
Oh my God, we text all the time. We don't. I wish. No, but when I was doing the show in New York, they would pop by all the time. Like Lynn would pop by all the time. They were doing
oh God, it's like a
Love
secret
Supreme.
shopper.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like Chris Jackson pops by all the time. People from the ensemble, from the original cast pop by all the time. It's a true family out there.
If Lin-Manuel Miranda's in the house before, are you trying to crack jokes and make him laugh, like be his friend?
Honestly, he's the one cracking jokes. He's the one that wants to be your friend. It's amazing.
As well, I've always wanted to know with understudies, and particularly with you, who is the Swiss Army knife, did you just know the lay of the land in terms of the production from being in it so much?
Yes.
Me with a Wham album, I know every word because I've listened to it over and over and over. Is that how you know, or do you have like a sixth sense for this sort of thing?
It's definitely not a sixth sense. I wish I was cool enough to accept that. But it's because I'm watching the show every day, listening to the show every day, the repetitions. That's really what sort of helps.
Is there a female equivalent to you?
Yes, there is. There's like 3 of them. It's insane. And then one is also on stage every night and she covers the sisters. They're insane.
Insane.
They're insane.
Before Brownie gets to his big question,
yes.
I just think it's every now and then you have these moments, Swanee, we go, oh, wow, this is great. This production, this world-famous production is in Melbourne. There are people all around the country that are, travelling to this city to see it, and it's just down the road for us.
Yeah.
It's just good to remember
I can't recommend it enough.
that.
Even if you're not a musical theatre person, this blew my mind.
Yes.
Blew my
looking forward to
mind.
seeing it. We were going and my wife got COVID.
Oh,
So we're stuck in isolation. We couldn't go.
Oh, no.
Couldn't see you in
Jimmy,
action.
Well, you got to come by and see us.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
We'll
Jimmy,
come
right.
along.
do you know that this
I'm
man?
gonna see it
Have
again.
you seen Aussie Rules? Have you seen the football?
Yes, actually, I have.
This man used to.
I
play
know.
it.
I read about you, man. You're a legend.
Yeah, thank you.
You're a legend.
did you read about Dino or anyone else?
All right. I read about all of you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are incredible.
Good boy.
Jimmy, I got to ask you a question.
Please.
Actually, are you related to Derek Jeter, the famous New York Yankees baseball?
I got a free hot dog telling someone that I was. I'm not.
That's good enough.
It was great. I was in college. I needed some food. I was like, look, he's my cousin. I showed him my ID.
Oh, that
You know, I was
reminds
like,
me, I'm making you some great toast.
Yes,
I've got to
I'm
get back
excited
to your
about this.
toast. It's really delicious.
Last question.
Oh yeah, this is.
Here we go.
Tell
Okay,
Jimmy
here
who
we
you've
go.
asked this
Uh-oh.
Tell Jimmy who you've asked
As
this
my
to.
daughter would say, you
Yes.
are a great rememberer of lines.
Uh-oh.
So, Jimmy Jeter, how do you remember your lines?
it's such a boring answer I'm about to give. I'm so sorry.
I've asked Samuel L. Jackson this question, so don't worry.
Look, I literally, it's a game of like, what do I not say? Do you know what I mean? So I learn everything, and then I go, well, I don't say that at this point, so let me not say that, you know?
Right.
And then I just, I have like a sheet music that I have, and every character has a different color in terms of like how I highlight them.
You're a
Yeah.
highlighter.
Yeah, I'm a highlighter. I'm a visual person.
Dermot Brereton, an old a work colleague of mine.
Come on.
It's the same thing. The different highlighters.
Yo,
You've got
highlights
18
help.
different highlighters.
Bring back the highlighters, man.
Your brain must be unbelievable. Please donate it to science when you die.
Oh, my Lord.
We need to see how
I'll do
it works.
that. Okay, let's
Yeah.
put on some ice. And
You're talking to Jimmy from Hamilton, and you've somehow put him and Dermot Brereton making notes on his running
honor.
sheet
With
for
highlighters.
North Melbourne versus Gold Coast in the same thing. Okay, cool. You're the best.
Jimmy Jeter, it's been a pleasure, man.
Thank you for having me, guys.
You're the best.
Thanks, mate.
I'm not
You
going to
guys-
make that toast.
Okay, amazing.
Make sure you're fresh for tonight, all right? I just, someone could go down and
A
you're
bit
right.
worried about
I know.
you.
I'm going to go take a nap.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys are up early.
Yeah, too early.
This is great.
It's insane. Hamilton, Her
Thank you,
Majesty's.
guys.
It's still August. Tickets at hamiltonmusical.com.au. See you soon.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
What do you got?
He's
John?
got my
What do you
attention,
got?
Sam. Yesterday's paper. When you look through the cruising section, because cruises are back, you can go on cruises around the world, around Australia.
I saw it. The ads are back,
Absolutely,
aren't they?
they're bad. Well, they're loaded up in the paper, so there's 3 or 4 pages. Imagine Holidays is selling some cruises, some P&O cruises
What
at
you
the
got?
moment,
What you
and I've
got
got
for
this
us?
10-nighter, a full-board cruise on board the brand new Pacific Adventure. Leaving Sydney, visits Noumea, Mystery Island, Port Vila, Espiritu Santo. I don't know where that is.
Espiritu Santo.
Espiritu Santo, and then back to Sydney after 10 days. It'll be magnificent, Swanee. You've got 4 choices of cabins. You can go the interior, the balcony, the ocean view, or the mini suite.
Oh, mini
They all
suite.
sound good.
Dining's magnificent. You've got Johnny, you've got 400 Grady, Luke Mangan's fabulous Luke's Bar and Grill.
Wow, that's fancy.
Absolutely.
This
But-
I
sounds
mean,
like
you'd have to get the drinks package.
Hey-o.
Drinks package.
Good drinks package.
This sounds like an ad, but it's not. You just curious, aren't you? Just like you saw this.
There's
Well,
going to be a kicker somewhere, I feel
when I
it
worked
coming.
my way down to the entertainment package, I thought,
Well, I hear about these cruises and the entertainment. It's like a lot of comedians. They have, they go on a cruise.
Yes.
And then, but I think they do 2 or 3 shows. Like if they're away for 10 nights, there's a few shows in there.
absolutely,
Yeah.
there's a few shows. Now, this is what you get. Now, I'm thinking about, I know we're not going to quite be finished radio by the 14th of November, but I'm thinking about asking for the 10 days off.
You might, by the way you're
Go on
going.
this cruise.
You might finish up early.
You can enjoy live performances from pop legends Daryl Braithwaite and Kate Sabrana.
Big.
Like straight away, I mean, like how many times would you yell out to Braithwaite in the distance and
Horses.
shout out horses? Give us horses.
But also
Well, you won
Braithwaite,
summer as well.
Braithwaite and Sabrana together at
That'd
last.
be magnificent.
One summer as well.
One summer, throw him in there. Then you've got a star-studded...
Days go by as
Days
well.
go by, bang, I'll be there. Then you've got a star-studded sporting panel. As if it's not good enough with Sabrana or Braithwaite.
Who else?
Star-studded sporting panel with
Chief.
with Billy Moore,
I know,
the
the
famous
Chief wouldn't-
Queensland representative rugby league, is famous for when he'd run out the tunnel, he'd go, Queenslander, before the state of origin.
Oh, okay.
Simon Black and Stephen Bradbury. So that's the sporting panel.
Blackie. Blackie's doing cruises now.
Blackie's doing cruises. Can you believe?
They only need one microphone between the two of them.
Yeah.
Blackie's not saying
No,
much.
I was going to say.
And Stephen Bradbury.
How'd they get him?
Let's hope the cruise lasts longer than Stephen Bradbury lasted in Survivor because they were in there together, remember?
True.
He was out early. And this is the kicker. You also get an actor, you get an audience with actor Shane Jacobson.
Well, that's...
So, mate, we've got a fantastic list of entertainment there.
Oh, my God.
Is it? Didn't you do time with Jacobson?
I sat down with Jacobson in a cafe and watched his entire Man O' Man episode with him.
I mean, that's a magic moment. That's a magic showbiz moment. So
Well, surely he's going to be dressed as Kenny. So what a moment. Daryl Braithwaite, Soprano, Billy Moore, Simon Black and Stephen Bradbury and Shane Jacobson.
that's the first time I've ever heard of that.
How
Celebrity
many days are they away?
cruise?
10 days. So I'm sort of trying to work out, does that mean you're getting 10 days with Jacobson and Black and Bradbury and Soprano and Braithwaite?
What if they're doing this?
How much is it?
Surely they're not choppering that crew in and
No,
out.
they're on the boat.
So 10 days. So if they do a show or not, geez, Blackie would have to... You can't just be wheeling out the same anecdotes. The same people are going to that show every night.
That's right.
true.
I couldn't find the immunity idol in the sand.
Blackie doesn't have... every one of Simon Black's anecdotes finishes with, and I couldn't find the immunity.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
One of my favourite things to do, it's a hobby really, is when people I love mention something that they like or they want or something they haven't got around to, I grab that and then I start Googling and investigating how I can make it happen behind the scenes. It's one of my favourite things to do, and then I present the person with the thing that they've been wanting.
Is that how you got the hats for me and Sam for Over the Top?
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone caps?
Yeah, same.
You've been great with the gifts.
Very
I got a
specific.
full disclosure. I don't think the ledger would be quite square at the minute.
You got me that beautiful bespoke Dolly Parton graphic print, which was magnificent.
Oh, that was,
Anyway, this isn't about me. This is
private
about
gift.
you, Sam.
Oh, yeah.
So a few years ago now, years, you mentioned something, and then occasionally, once every few months, you will mention it, and I know that it weighs heavy on your mind. Recently...
Is it about leaving?
No.
Okay.
No, that's off air. That's a conversation between you and your manager. But Brownie, you went to the Super Bowl late last year. Can you believe it was that long ago?
Whoa. No,
Early this year.
Oh, start of this year. But it was so bizarre.
Yeah,
It was just feels like a long time
It's
ago.
hit and run, wasn't it? 5 days, 4 days.
And you had you mentioned it to him again, this thing.
David Chang, who is the creator of that restaurant, Mama Fu, you can't get his noodles here.
No, you can't.
And you can't get his range of chili oils and all that. So this is how I've come to in my life, where I'm saying, you're going to the States.
Yes.
Can you pick me up that stuff? Because it'll be available in a supermarket.
There was more conversation.
But famous noodles.
No, but you know what
hard to get though.
They're hard to get, but also, you know, in the old days, Swanee, we were laughing at that because in the old days, if a mate was going over to overseas,
Yeah.
he'd say, mate, can you get me some Adidas tops? Can you get me
can you
some
bring me
Reeboks?
back some Swatch watch shorts? So
now this is where I'll come to. I'm asking for noodles.
So you're asking for noodles, and they're apparently delicious noodles. So delicious that when I went online to David Chang's website, they'd sold out worldwide. You couldn't even get them if you were in America.
Worldwide.
So then I went to eBay because I thought maybe sometimes if something's a limited edition, people will buy them up and then on-sell them.
Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Did you ever think about, because this happened, I remember, it must have been the 90s, and the great Stolly mixed drink rush, where it flooded, it came in and you couldn't get it.
Yeah.
And then, demand catches up with supply, if you know what I mean. Sorry, supply catches up with demand, and there'll be enough eventually.
Yeah.
Don't we just wait David Chang out?
Well, no, because I went to eBay. The postage was about $150 for the postage. So I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. That's not winning. Anyone can do that. That's not winning this challenge.
Yeah.
Then I got a notification. No, I didn't get a notification from David Chang's website. I checked again out of the blue about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they were back in stock. But they do not ship to Australia. So I sent an email saying, "Is there any way that you could make an exception? I'll buy a few bags. I'll buy 20 packets or whatever." No, I'm sorry, we just can't ship overseas.
My love affair with David Chang will survive if I don't get the noodles, Swanee. It's fine. I hope people know who he is, by the way.
I was kidding.
Do you know it?
Oh,
That's
Swanee,
a
what's
box
that
over there.
cardboard box?
You will get the noodles.
That's a big box.
What have you done?
So
eBay?
no,
It's a big box. I hope it's full of noodles.
it's full of noodles.
Are you a smuggler?
Show the noodles.
Oh, my God.
Read out the flavours. They look so damn tasty. There's 5 in each pack, and there's 4 packs.
Tingly chili wavy noodles.
Yes.
This is the one. The soy and scallion noodles is.
I think I got you 2 of the. Oh no, I got you 2 of
green
the
ones.
tingly chili.
Yeah.
And
there
then
should
spicy
be,
soy noodles.
And I got you.
Oh my
a
God.
special set of chopsticks as well that I threw into the cart.
It's all right. I carry my own. No.
Well, they look very nice, don't they? They're in a little bag.
Swanee,
So
this is
you're-
unbelievable.
I bet you're wondering how did Swanee do it, given they don't.
Amazing effort.
They don't post to Australia.
Just quickly, for people who don't know, it's like a hyped up version of 2-minute noodles.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
That's
This
exactly what it
this
is.
man is so great, is that if he's decided to go down this track, I am backing it, if you know what I mean.
Agreed.
Because I like 2-minute noodles in any form.
So do I.
I'm assuming this will be fancy.
This will
Very
be
healthy.
amazing. I think it'll be really
Air
amazing.
dried, not fried. 0 grams trans fat, no preservatives.
So,
You've given him very early in the show, Swan. Like, I might be going.
are you wondering how they're here when no one in Australia has ever had them?
Yes.
What have you done?
So what I did was I contacted my friend in Nashville, Hugh Hauser, the most fabulous man who's ever drawn breath.
Is that a made-up name?
No.
Before you get going, because I don't want to get you in trouble. Is this legal?
It's legal. It's totally legal.
Carry on.
So I contacted Hugh and I said, listen, my friend wants these Mamafuku noodles and they don't send anything to Australia. Can I send them to you in Nashville and then you can FedEx them to me from Nashville? He's totally on board. That's what happened. Ooh. And he joins us next. Hugh is going to join us next to take us through the journey that is these Mamafuku noodles.
I don't want to talk to him. I've got the noodles. I've already won.
You want to talk to him,
No,
trust
good
me.
on you.
Don't move.
I'm very excited.
I know you are.
Thank
I can
you.
see.
Noodle
I'm
man.
also excited.
Next.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Noodle miracle.
There's been a noodle miracle. I have finally got in your hot little hand, Sam Pang, packets of David Chang's noodles from New York City.
He's a culinary hero of mine. If you don't know him, if you've watched, Jackie, can you be my voice of the people? Do you know who David Chang is?
I do now. I do after hearing you crap on about him for a long while.
Yeah.
Thanks. That makes me feel much better. There's a lot of Netflix shows. There's a lot of, he's
What do you
around.
get the man that's got everything?
Thank
Turns out, instant noodles will do the trick.
It's amazing,
That's where
really.
I've been on their tail for about 2 years, and I finally made it happen with the help of my friend, the man, the legend, Hugh Hauser, who joins us now live from Nashville. Welcome, Hugh.
Hello, my angel from heaven.
I miss you so much. Now,
Sam will do, Hugh.
I want to give the backstory of how I know Hugh. I went to Nashville about 3 years ago, and Hugh was my unofficial tour guide, as he's a very close friend of my friend who I'd gone to visit in Nashville.
Okay.
But we hit it off, fell in love straight away, and Hugh was actually the man who drove me to Graceland. We went to Graceland together via Loretta Lynn's kitchen for breakfast. And Hugh, what a great biscuit that was, Hugh.
There's no sausage left in Tennessee. We ate everything in sight. And you cried. She actually cried inside of Graceland in the jungle room.
I did.
Oh, you love sausage.
I did. I love sausage. Hey, Hugh, can you tell us take us through the process of getting these noodles? Tell me exactly what happened from your side of the story.
It was very dramatic. First of all, I thought I was trafficking, first of all. It was very stressful. The emails, I got an email every afternoon of its every move, of its every port of entry. I was very stressed. I was beyond stressed out about it. But when I took it to FedEx to have it shipped, the woman said, "These are mamamufuku." And I thought she had, cussed at me. I didn't know what she was. I had no idea what they were. I didn't know. I thought, well, how offensive, And she said, they're sold out in the world. You can't get them. Where did you find these? I laid across the box. I was scared to death of this woman who you could have cleaned a grill with her chin, though. She needed a shave. Anyway, she was like,
I love that.
Furious. It's a barbecue.
Yes.
A barbecue for you all. But she was very intense about these noodles, which I didn't know anything about. It looked like I had a starving child in Indonesia. I looked like Sally Field dropping off Not Without My Daughter. It looked like I was sending food rations to my child on an offshore island.
It's because they're hot stuff, as proven by Hugh's experience with the woman at the post office. She's grabbed them, she's about to pack them. I mean, these are hot tickets. I like the idea too that they were covered in coffee beans before that.
Yeah.
Just to hide
I like that.
hide the scent.
Beverly Hills Cop style.
Yeah,
There's two things. Why can't we get them in this country? One, made famous, I think, in Police Academy and Die Hard was Twinkies, and now noodles. Why can't we get them here?
We can get Twinkies here now.
Can you get ranch dressing? That was a big issue, if you
Yes,
recall.
Hugh, we can. I've just sourced somewhere that sells ranch dressing in the sachets.
Oh, stunning. Isn't it gorgeous?
Hey,
I just can't thank you enough. By the way, obviously, Swanee,
It was a big
you're
production.
You're the puppeteer in this whole thing. But Hugh's played a big part, and I just wanted to ask you, Hugh. You're an accomplished man, but what did you think? Did you have that moment where you're at the post office with some instant noodles shipping into Australia, and you're thinking, did you worry about where you'd come to in life at that point?
I thought it's over. I said, this is actually how it ends. This is how my life ends. And I just drove a car right off a cliff. I thought, this is the end. This is the end. But, if you can, a servant's heart, if you can do something for someone, you should do it. Whether it's an egg noodle, whether it's mac and cheese, whatever you have.
It's beautiful.
Whatever you
It's beautiful.
Have you ever experienced David Chang's noodles yourself?
I have never had them at all. Well, first of all, I wasn't allowed to touch them because the woman manhandled me.
Did you consider testing their purity, Hugh, and just dipping into the noodles that you've got for Sam?
What did you say?
Did you consider opening them yourself just to test their purity?
I almost stole a bag, but then I thought, this is how this all ends, and I end up in prison.
If you steal a bag, usually you do go to prison. Hey,
I end up in Wentworth.
Yes, what a good topical reference, Hugh.
This is amazing, though. You go to Nashville, you've got a friend who's got a friend in Hugh.
Yeah.
And then 2 years later, there's noodles getting delivered to the studio.
Yes, I know.
You're a fine woman. And Hugh, you're a fine man.
Life is a wonderful, wonderful adventure. Thank you for joining us, Hugh, and I'll talk to you soon.
I'm honoured so much. Good morning, everyone.
Yes.
Good morning.
Nashville, Hugh.
I can't thank you enough.
I knew you'd love it.
You're a beautiful woman.
It's a good one.
Oh.
I can't do better than this.
And also, no one is getting any of them.
No, not one mouthful.
Okay, great.
No.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Over 100. What if is Aussie for travel? Hit them up and book a holiday. But now...
I want some tropical stuff.
Who wants a sense of the day?
Me, I do.
Yes.
Uber is facing a $26 million fine over fears it misled customers about cancellation fees between December 2017 and September 2021. That's a fair chunk. Uber displayed a cancellation warning to consumers who sought to cancel a ride that said, you may be charged a small fee since your driver is already on their way. But at the time, most Uber services had a 5-minute free cancellation period, and that's what... By the way, I got one question for Uber. What happened to my mints and my water?
Yeah, that's finished, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's finished.
I had a delivery the other day. The driver didn't deliver the package. Yeah, and said it was delivered.
What was in the package?
Some milk.
Interesting.
For my show.
How much is the thingo for?
$26 million fine.
That is weirdly exactly how much it cost to get from the Grand Prix to Berry.
That's another thing that's true, Sonny.
There was a big La Scandale last week. Did you see it all? Jackie Felgate was front and centre on it.
Felgate.
Felgate, the steady hand of Felgate.
What did Felgate have to? What did she report?
Well, just because she's like the oracle. Everyone comes to her with their problems. If they've lost their animal, if they've paid too much in an Uber, if there's surging, everything. Everyone goes to Jackie Felgate. And then she just posts it all. So everyone was posting all the surges because it was an incredibly busy weekend that weekend at Easter, and there was, comedy festival and everything. And, that's what happens. You pay a bit more.
She's a conduit for misery. Is that what it is?
Pretty much, yes. Yeah,
right.
she's the misery middleman.
Interesting question about Uber. Look, so when an Uber cancel on you, when you cancel an Uber, you get a $10 fine. What about if they cancel on you? Where's the $10 coming back? Sorry.
Yes, good point.
That should be with relationships as well. When you get dumped, there should be anyway, I'm having some flashbacks.
Yeah, sure, I can see
Things
that.
all right at home?
Not great. Collingwood has confirmed a right knee injury to Brodie Grundy, John.
It's big news. He said he was okay. We interviewed him straight after the game, and he thought he was okay.
Yeah, he's out for 3 months.
Yeah, not good.
It's I watched a couple of ruck contests on the weekend. Is it just me, or is the ruckman not looking at the ball anymore, and they're looking at the other ruckman and then just trying to hit the other one's knees?
I was about to say that, Sam. This is filtered into the game over the last, I would say, 20 years, where all of a sudden we have allowed ruckmen to look at each other and run at each other and spear each other with their knees, and then if they do hit knees, one of the ruckmen can get a posterior ligament injury in their knee, and then they miss 12 months. They miss 6 months, whatever it may be.
Happened to my boy at Carlton too. He's down. Pitney.
Stop the ruckman. Don't allow the ruckman to look at each other when they run and charge at each other. Absolutely. I don't know what's happened. So our boy Brad Scott.
Well,
he's now in charge of all that stuff at the AFL.
What about knee pads?
Well, the guys still run around the ground. Oh, yeah. So you remember our game, there's a lot of running involved. So you can't load the ruckman with all these padding.
No.
Anyway. I know it's not talking footy, but it's a very good point, Sam.
It's a good point. Thank you. Novak Djokovic will be allowed to defend his title at Wimbledon despite not being vaccinated because Wimbledon has said that they don't need a vaccination mandate there.
There you go.
Flu cases rising across Australia. How would you know?
Be a bad flu season, though.
It could be the worst one ever.
They do say that.
Could be the worst one ever.
The worst one ever. When they go to promote, it gets peddled by the pharmaceuticals.
Oh, big pharma!
Just to get, this time of the year, they've got all those. Mate, you got the warehouses full of these flu shots. You've got to get them out, mate.
You want to check
it's going to be a bad flu season.
You want to check with your portfolio. You've probably got shares in big pharma. You'd have big pharmaceutical money.
No, I'm a pet shop baron, mate.
No, Smith GlaxoSmithKline all the way.
There's the words coming out of your mouth. I really missed it. I'm a pet baron, mate. Don't worry about the big pharmaceutical stuff.
It used to be mandatory though, or compulsory, that we had to get the flu shots when we were playing.
There you go.
Everywhere, and there was never an issue with the players. I never heard one complain about what are we getting put in our body.
The other big news, of course, is if you want to go on a 10-day cruise, Simon Black's going on a cruise with with Shane Jacobson and Stephen Bradbury.
Yeah.
Darryl Braithwaite and Kate Sobrano. Couldn't get Phil. They're going with Kate.
No. Geez, that'd be good, though. Blackie'd have some good stories.
I'd love that. I'd love to go on that cruise.
You want to go
Absolutely.
You want to go on the first night, I reckon. Actually, you don't. You can go any night and hear the same stories from Blackie about Survivor and...
That damn Immunity Idol, am I right, guys?
Absolutely.
Give it up for me.
Last one, Jackie Charles has put this aside just for me. Megan Fox, the great, has told Glamour UK that she and MJ, Machine Gun Kelly, sorry, her
come on,
fiance.
Oh my God,
come on! I got there was a lot of initials.
Show some respect.
Machine Gun. They drink each other's blood for ritual purposes, but this is not news to us because we all know. Remember their beautiful engagement where they, from memory, sat under a banyan tree, asked for magic, and drank each other's blood. Now, I know it's a bit of a cliche, but that was the way they decided to do it.
One of my great regrets in life, I had an opportunity to go to an event, Super Bowl week in Los Angeles, and could have met Machine Gun Kelly backstage.
Yeah, you made a right decision, by the way.
Oh, no, I'd regret that till my dying day.
What, not going?
Yeah.
One of the great regrets.
Yeah.
Imagine doing time with a machine gun.
Oh, it'd be time, all right. It'd be doing time.
Imagine
Exactly.
that, though. Nobody be expecting that story at your Sportsman's Cashies.
No.
So Megan Fox says that with Machine Gun Kelly, I guess to drink each other's blood might mislead people. The people are imagining us with goblets. I love goblets. Where we're like Game of Thrones, drinking each other's blood. It's just a few drops. But yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only.
Yeah, it's not like they're doing it for fun.
No, exactly.
It's ritual.
It's like sacrificing a goat. It's just a regular Wednesday. Well, Wednesday night, 6:30.
I wish them well. I
Yes.
hope it ends well for everyone involved.
I think it's good to know that the couple's blood consumption is controlled, Swanee, and not, it's not over the top. They're not losing. They're not
leaders.
Yeah, it is controlled. Let's shed a few drops of blood and drink it.
Oh.
He's much more haphazard and hectic and chaotic, where he's willing to just cut open his chest with broken glass and be like, "Take my soul." Jesus, took a bit of a turn there, by the way. I don't know what just happened there. I don't know what happened there.
Take my soul.
That sounds awful.
It's nice.
No.
Anyway,
it's going to end well, that relationship.
Well, mate, if they sit under a banyan tree and you ask for magic, it'll come. That's all I'll say.
Of course.
All right.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100. We've got a very special guest, John.
A very special guest. I've had the great pleasure of meeting this young lady, and she was a star of A Current Affair last night, where she was interviewed by Seb Costello. She's known as the gatecrasher, the star gatecrasher, if you will. She had a big article in the Herald Sun a couple of weeks ago, and I brought it to your attention, Christine. My name got a mention in the article. Her name is Cara Pilker. The reason my name got a mention was because I unwittingly escorted her into Shane Warne's memorial at the MCG a couple of weeks ago, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the studio Cara, the gatecrasher. How are you, Cara?
Good morning, Jonathan. Oh, look, whoever was there, I would have walked in with them. So, and then I went down and sat with just behind Mick Gatto there. That was. But how cold was it down there? Oh, I was thinking, shall I go back to the stands?
Well, you were sitting beside Mick.
Cara, were you aiming to piggyback off someone? Was Jonathan a target of yours? Be honest.
No. What happened is, I used to work at the MCG for many years, right? I worked at all the Brisbane Lions grand finals, the Geelong all the grand finals, everything. And I went downstairs and I was looking because I could see people walking onto the ground. I thought, I want to go up there because I love John Stevens. And I thought, I want to be closer to the entertainment, you know. And I could see like about 4 rows of empty seats. I thought, I'm going down there. And I was all by myself. So as I went to the lift, Jonathan Brown was getting in. There was 2 lifts. I got in his lift, in the second lift. So I just went down with him. I went, okay, here we go. And we just started chit-chatting because he's such a friendly guy. All the footy players are good, you know. And yeah, I just strolled onto the turf.
Cara, I love this whole idea of you just going to any event you goddamn please, regardless of having an invitation or not. What was the first one that you went to? How long have you been doing this?
Oh, probably 30 years ago. I went to the Mushroom 25-year celebration at the MCG that Kylie was at. So me and my friend just walked into that. I walked into quite a few concerts.
How do you walk into a concert? But you've got to scan things.
Sometimes people give me tickets. I just ask and sometimes people have extra tickets and their friend didn't turn up and they just give it to me.
Wow, that's interesting.
Which is lucky.
You got some big names here: Channing Tatum, Chris Hemsworth, Nicole Kidman, Usain Bolt, Snoop Dogg. Didn't you do some time with Snoop Dogg, Cara?
Oh, Snoop, that was fun. Like I didn't even like Snoop Dogg at the concert because my sons were going. I forgot my son Matthew's wallet, so I ran back up the stairs at Rod Laver and I handed it. And there was a big gap between the turnstiles, and I just walked through there. I thought I'll go and see what the big deal is about him, and. Yeah, and then I ended up loving the concert, like dancing with everybody. And at the end of the concert, his security was taking about 50 girls backstage. So I just jumped in with them. And And then my sons, I waved out to them. I said to the security, "Oh, can my sons come in too?" And the big security guy goes, "Snoop Dogg don't want to meet guys."
Fair enough.
So we ended up partying for like till 2 a.m. That was about 2006.
Snoop Dogg's stealing my moves, by the way.
Yeah, he sure is.
Cara, can I ask, is there any place you haven't been able to get into that you tried?
Not really, no. It's just like, I think people think they know me and they just let me in. Like when I went to the Targhua function a few weeks ago, I walked in with one of the, with Jackie Epstein, with one of the Herald Sun journalists.
Wait. You rocked up to a watch event.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only a watch.
Have you got lots of free things from
only
it?
a watch.
Only a watch.
Have you got lots of free things? Because the show bags can be pretty good.
Yeah, at Fashion Week, the show bags, well, they used to be good. They're not as good as they were years ago. Now we only get samples. But Fashion Week's a fun thing, you know. Like ladies like to go out on a Tuesday, Wednesday night because it's so boring staying at home. And you know, I don't watch TV. I just watch The Voice.
Cara, fair enough. Fair enough, Cara. I don't watch TV. I just watch The
Project
Voice.
show. Oh my God! I don't know. They need new producers or something.
Cara.
Monday nights.
Monday nights.
You have to watch Monday nights when I'm on there, Cara. Hey,
I do. I like watching you. You're funny.
All right. Thank you.
Nice.
I've got a question for you. Logistically, is your lack of anonymity now, your recent
good point.
lack of anonymity, going to be a problem moving forward? Because this has been a 30-year hobby of yours, and then you were in the newspaper. There was an article about you. You were on a current affair.
Chrissie, you just have to enjoy life no matter what, you know, especially after being locked up for a long time and because we're not here for long.
Powerful.
You know, I woke up this morning and this producer from Radio Hauraki, Louisa, sends me. I'm all over the internet. I'm on Daily Mail now, UK.
Yeah,
You made it.
So
international.
Aren't you worried
Worried about what, love?
about not being able to get into any more events?
I'll still get in, like, no, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I've done it all. I've been there, done that, you know, like, I'm getting quite a few invites.
Great.
Oh,
wow, officially.
Parties and that.
Like, crossed over into the invite. Even last night, didn't Seb Costello invite you to the Channel 9 after party after the Logies?
Yeah, I've been to quite a few Channel 9 parties. Like at the Logies, they'd have a Channel 9 section, and I'll just go in there, then we'll actually walk into the after parties. I wouldn't actually go to the Logies inside the Palladium.
Nah.
I'd be out hanging outside, and then go to the after parties, which are too late anyway, aren't they?
Yes,
Well, why don't you try and find Sam Payne
Amen.
and Chrissie Swan at the Logies this year?
They're
I'm
both
sure they
going.
love your company.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be nice for somebody to actually escort me into the Logies.
Sam's saying yes.
Are they
Thumbs
gonna?
up.
You bring those
Sam.
mushrooms off. Yeah,
I love Sam. Sam's the funniest guy. I love the Front Bar. That's one of my favourite shows.
So
It's
Front Bar
filmed
and
in
The Voice.
Richmond.
Front Bar and
What
The
about
Voice.
Best on Ground?
Yeah. Well, Front Bar's filmed in my suburb in Richmond, and I'm a crazy Richmond lady.
Yeah, well, the after party of a front bar is very much like a Snoop Dogg concert, if you know what I mean. Mari's up there.
Oh, passing stuff around.
Mari doesn't want guys in here.
No.
All right, good on you,
Cara, we
Cara.
gotta
Hey,
go.
great stuff.
Keep sneaking into stuff.
You're a very interesting local identity.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Oh, unless it's a weekend.
Over 100.